Hello, Matthew. How are you? Okay, thank you so much for including your work and for this wonderful written rationale, which really describes things quite nicely, I must say. It's really important for designers to be able to express. I mean, we are in a field of communication, right? So I think it stands to reason that it's really super important. And as you get into your career, you'll understand how important it is for a designer to be able to express their intent verbally. So describing your design work, describing your intent, your development, and your conceptual plan is really, really important. So I think this is great in that regard. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to the work. I think it's fantastic. It's beautiful. Really, really nice work here, Matthew. Beautiful, just gorgeous. I love it. Um, Oh, yeah. Okay, so one thing I do want to mention is that eventually at some point in time, this logo is going to be required to be presented one color or black on white or as a one color logo, right? So what might end up having to happen in that case? So let's imagine if we turn this all black. We're not going to get this demarcation here, defining the D and separating it from the M. So in the case that you do have to present this and as a one color or black on white, maybe just a little separation right there, just a little small white line right there to separate those two. Other than that, I think it's gorgeous. Now, one recommendation is this, and I want you to watch your name, and I want you to watch what happens when we reduce. Okay, is the mark visible? You betcha it sure is visible. Is your name readable at this scale? No, it's not. That points to the relationship between the scale, the size of the mark, and the size of the type. So you could theoretically, I would recommend that you improve that relationship so that your name is visible. One thing that you could do is this: is you could say Matthew, now excuse me here, Dorobiowski. So you could present that, and then under that maybe right aligned graphic design. Do you see what I'm saying? Try to work out that configuration right there. But you have to increase the scale of your name and your discipline. I think that is most definitely obvious at this point. But other than that, I think it's a wonderful start. So go ahead and go, think about my changes. If you think they warrant change, go or think about my comments. If you think if they warrant change, go right ahead and make those changes. You can resubmit right here for further comments and recommendations. Or if you find yourself working into next week with your logo, just post it to the general questions. I'll be glad to provide additional critique in that regard, in that location too. It's better that you post it there than email me because other students won't be able to read the exchange. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, so definitely, I think that just those a couple of minor changes, but this is gorgeous work. I think it's a fantastic start. Very, very nicely done, Matthew. Thank you very much. Any questions at all? If you need any clarification, please let me know. I'll be glad to provide in that regard. Thank you, sir.